In today's video, I want to show you Kununu, which is a German website. You might already probably know Glassdoor. So Kununu is comparable to Glassdoor, where employees and former employees are publishing their reviews about their employer or current or former employer in the end. And I think it's really important in case you're applying for a company, if you don't know much about this company, to read some reviews, to also check the salary that some people were publishing there, but to also still build your own opinion, because you don't know if it's like really 100% true or not in the end. So be careful when you read these reviews. So I wanted to show you now an example. So for example, let me show you the example of Siemens, for example, which is like one of the biggest German and most well-known companies. Siemens, here you see the score overall, so you can have up to 5 points on Kununu, and Siemens, as an example, has received 3.8 points, which I find is quite overall like a decent score. A lot of companies that I see, it's more like 3.2, for example, so that's overall like quite okay for this amount. And the recommendation here is very good. So 85% are really recommending Siemens as an employer to other people. So the website, I see it only like available in German. So yeah, that's a good way also to practice your German in my opinion. So let me show you here. You see an overview, like what are the categories the employees are the most or the least happy about. So you can see it's like quite balanced here with 3.9, 3.8 or 4. The career, the salary, the company culture, like how is the surrounding, the work environment, and diversity. Here you can see the salaries. 76% are content. They're happy with their salaries. And here you see some examples of people, like some average salaries, for example, project management, 80K in brutto per year. Software developer, 71 nearly. And an electrical engineer around also 71K approximately. This, I always find it interesting for the companies. You can see overall how the employees or former employees are estimating the work culture. So is it more traditional or is it a more modern work culture? And here you can see that the tendency is more going towards modern, but it's still like more in the middle field in the end. You see some benefits in the end. What is Siemens offering? So they're offering a canteen, which is very nice, flexible working hours, and they are offering their own doctor. Okay, Siemens, even you can see they have filled out a profile on Kununu, because here you can see some company videos that they were adding. They were filling out who they are searching for here, for applicants, and here they even give some information about, for example, the people to contact or which websites to go, how many sites they have. They are here. They have 120 sites in Germany. That's really a lot, with 90,000 employees. And worldwide, they are in more than 200 countries, and they have over 311,000 employees. Here, you can already see some reviews of people, what they liked with the positive smiley emoji, and here what they didn't like, what they disliked in the end. Okay, so that's overall this. That's the overview. And here in the next tab, you can filter for the reviews of the people. You can either filter which score people gave, if they were recommending or not recommending, if it's their current or former job, and then also which position they had, in which field they even worked. Okay. For which company of Siemens, because Siemens has a lot of subsidiaries, like a lot of daughter companies in the end, which place even. So let me show you an example now. Let me look where someone gave a really good review. So like 4 to 5 stars, like sehr gut. And then saying it's their current job. This person is having a leadership position and the person is working, let's say, in finance, for example, and working in Berlin, for example. Okay, then I don't see someone in Berlin. So let me enable this again. So, okay, then we have like 40 people in controlling who were writing a review in the end. You always see here if they were recommending or not, what is the score when they were publishing this review. Here as an example in November last year. And then you always have different categories that you can fill out if you want to write something or not, like what I like about the employer, what I don't like about the employer, what I would improve. And then you also have some other categories in case you fill that out, like for example, the image, the work-life balance, career, how they are dealing with elderly colleagues, and then how is it like with equality between men and women in the end. So you have different categories if you want to fill that out. And what is very interesting are the salaries here, where you can also like, you can look for your own job title in case you're interested in that. And you can see like Siemens, they have a lot of different jobs, different job titles. So here you find a lot of information. You see that here it's always the average. So let's say, for example, for the working student, this is just the average, and then you see some people were writing that they had like 20K and up to like 50K approximately what they were earning. And Kununu is also, sometimes some companies are also publishing jobs directly on Kununu, but here you can see that Siemens was not publishing any jobs here. I assume that they are publishing them really on their own career pages. As you can see here, they were linking their career pages, and they even have their own FAQ. And here you again see this company culture, which is called Kulturkompass in the end. Okay, so what you should just keep in mind in case you're interested in writing your own review, if you had, for example, an interview, or if you were employed by a company and you want to write your own review, you should keep in mind that you write this review in a way that your company or your former company doesn't know who you are in the end. And you should also be careful that you don't publish any confidential information and nothing like insulting in the end, because you should be aware also that there are lots of lawyers now who are specialized in Kununu like reviews and in how to delete them in the end. And if you write something like this, it can be deleted. So in case you're interested and want to know more about Kununu or how to move to Germany, please drop me a message on my Instagram. You can find the link to my Instagram in the description below.